Hello, I'm Matt and welcome to Badge Workshop. So last time I made this bench. Now the idea is it's a hybrid bench. Bits of it are solid for hammering on and the rest of it you can use to cut sheet goods. Now to be able to do this accurately, I'm going to do a grid system using the Parf system, which Axminster have kindly sent me. Now there'll be links under the video to this, so I've got the system itself and some accessories to go with it. The Parf system comes with a really good manual, so I just familiarise myself with what I'm doing. It comes with these rulers with holes in, and they need to be clamped onto the bench, so I insert it so it's not going to interfere with the frame of the bench. Now for the system itself. You've got this 3-metre drill and this guide. So I get the drill bit chucked up, then I can get a hole drilled in the very first hole and the very last one. Now these are just to be able to hold the ruler in place. So with those holes drilled, I can then get the couple of pins that come in the set, and these pins can go through the hole, securing the ruler to the bench. Then I drill a hole through all the numbered holes 1 to 10 going along the ruler. Now one pin can be removed, the ruler spins round, and then the second rule can go into the 6th hole. Then you overlap it with the first ruler and get this guide with a slightly longer pin. Then you can drill through there, remove this first ruler, or the second one I suppose I mean, and then get a pin into that hole. Now it's just using the first guide with the shorter little bit that goes through the holes, drill all those holes, and then you repeat the process at the other end. There's a lot of holes to be drilled, basically. With 2 parallel lines of holes, you can then use the ruler to drill all the holes in between them. Right, so now I've got a full grid on the table here, and I've extended the grid down the front and the back to the other end over where the hob is. Now I need to enlarge these holes with the 20mm cutter. So it's got this aluminium guide and the 20mm cutter with a depth stop. And to secure it into these 3mm holes I've drilled, at first I can use these pins. Now it's got this adapter that you can stick on and attach a vac to it, so I'm going to do that to help clear the chips. Now with a few holes drilled, I can then start using the bench dogs to secure this down. So after a few holes are done with the pins, I can then switch to the bench dogs, which makes this whole process a lot quicker. Now I thought this was going to take ages, but I don't know, maybe 20 minutes to do the whole bench top. It really wasn't a big job. When I did this before, it didn't have the vacuum attachment, and this really makes a big difference. It really makes it a very clean job and does a great job of removing all the chippings. So the advantage of this system is you can do any size you want. I've kept it pretty basic with a grid and then 2 longer bits front and back. Right, so that's it all done. So you might have seen tops like this used by Peter Millard a lot with his track saw, and the inventor was Peter Parf. So I'll put a link down to Peter's videos because he probably does a better job explaining it than I can. But it's going to work great with the track saw. So you can use some dogs, which I've got in this accessories set, to set up a little fence to push a workpiece against, and then at 90 degrees you can put more dogs and the track against to make perfectly square cuts. It's also going to be great for clamping work, and it has some accessories like this stop, which is great for repeatable work. They also make a fence and some other accessories which I think would be great with it. So this is going to be a great table for using with the track saw, and then I've got the solid ends which you can use for more having to hammer and chisel on. And I think I'm going to add some accessories to it as well, so that'll be another coming up video. Now you can just buy bench tops like this, like I did earlier in the year, but then you're stuck with the sizes that are available. If you want to make a custom size one, like I have here, with the longer holes running along, then that gives you a great option. And I think what it'd be really good for is I'd like to make a miter saw station in the next workshop. And I think if the wings had this hole system in it, and then with the stops, you can have repeated cuts, and then when you're not using it, you just remove the stop and you've got a nice flat surface for jigs and for clamping work. So I think that'd work really well. So thanks for watching. Thanks to Axminster. Thanks to my patrons, and please subscribe for more videos.